Here we go. This is so awkward. It is Saturday, July 26, 2025, and this is What Should We Talk About with Jenny Yang, live from Brooklyn! Yeah! Oh my God. Already the best live podcast audience ever. But my only one. So you know what? No, I'm kidding. This is your weekly catch-up time with smart and funny people to find joy in an unjust world. Yeah, we discuss topics submitted by our guests and you, the listener, any topic, from the personal and pop culture to the political, current, old, big, small, nerdy, petty. Become a subscriber at our podcast home, jennyyang.substack.com. Brooklyn, how are you feeling tonight? Beautiful. I launched What Should We Talk About this year because I wanted to publicly process life and the world again and try to be helpful to this moment we're in. I was on a content creating break since 2020, okay? Because frankly, all right, I was depressed from the unbearable weight of the pandemic, caring for dad with dementia, mourning dad dying from dementia, falling in love, 2 miscarriages, buying a house, 8 failed IVF fertility treatments, American politics, and world atrocities. That's all. That's all. So here I am. I hope to be of service and make you giggle. Yay! Catch shorter preview episodes wherever you pod, but if you want full episodes uncut, become a paid subscriber at jennyyang.substack.com. Substack is the thinking humans social media, y'all, okay? Free and paid subscribers are the first to know when a new episode is out. You get access to Substack-only bonus episodes, like our recent one about Zoran Mamdani, and community chats. So, if this episode cuts out mid-convo, don't get mad, get subscribing. jennyyang.substack.com. Tonight, I got dream guests, all right? I got dream guests. And for you, since you're here at my first ever live show, you get to set the agenda, or part of it, okay? What? Get out your phones, just for right now, no video or photos during the show, but get out your phones, get that QR code, and you can vote on a couple of the topics that we're gonna do on the agenda tonight, okay? And by the way, you can also do a write-in for what topic I'm missing. If there's something just really burning, it could be current, old, new, whatever. It could be personal. Maybe I want some beef. Maybe you have a petty gossip that I need to talk about. Suggested in the write-in side. Democracy. What's that? I am adding you to my email list. I mean, let's be transparent. That's what this is for. No? Okay. If I make eye contact with you and I smile at you, just smile back. Vote on the form and hit send before I finish introducing the guests, okay? So look through it, maybe write in a little something, and then hit send. Don't worry, I'll give you a heads up before, I'm already sweating. Look at my face. I also took a sip of tequila soda. This is what happens when you're Asian. I'm so sorry. Right. Are you good? Oh, also, yeah, no video. And also, this is what I decided, that if there's any moment that feels tense, because we might talk about politics or something awkward, I'll just sing my current obsession, which is the Bad Bunny Nueva York song that you all just listen to over and over again. Okay, so let's say something happened, it's like Gaza. Nueva York! And that's it. There it is. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. I'm just saying. That's our palate cleanser. Y'all, it is a wild time. All right. On today's agenda so far, we have 1, podcast updates, AKA, why are we missing a guest who was on the flyer? Number 2, Colbert got fired and silencing political comics is not new. Number 3, leftists get depressed when they don't engage in political actions or organizing of any kind. Number 4, a woman was denied prenatal care because she is not married. Number 5, audience pick number 1 or number 2. And then the free preview for the podcast ends here. Shit's about to get real. Number 6, that Jubilee media video surrounded with Mehdi Hassan platforming the fascist. Yeah, I had a phone call with the founder and CEO of Jubilee to give him feedback. Literally, no one else has heard about this. I just had this phone call, and I'm going to tell you about how it went. So, and if you don't know about what the video is, we'll talk more about it later. Number 7, the world is currently ruled by conspiracy theories because most of us can't sit with the crushing reality that racial capitalism is a death machine. Just something like Nueva York. Thank you. I hope you knew what you were getting into tonight, okay? Y'all, thank you. How many of you were brought here by someone? Okay, good. Everyone else kind of knows me. So I just thank you. Thank you. You can sit in the front. Hi, come, reserved for you. So for those of you who were brought by someone else, God bless you. You know what I mean? Goddesses bless you. Also, for whoever's sitting behind tall Vicky Wang, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then finally, action items number 8, a place for us to make note of any things that we want to do moving forward. Here are your options to vote on. Hope you're making the votes. What should we talk about tonight? Check off 2 of your faves. Number 1, why is there not more outrage about Trump's personal lawyer talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, and why are we not talking to the children who were raped, who have said that they want to tell their stories? Number 2, related, Mike Johnson abruptly shutting Congress down to avoid Epstein vote. Mike Johnson's sex monitor could expose some dark, dark shit. We need to ask what that is. I don't know what a sex monitor is, but it sounds nefarious. Number 3, the latest South Park episode about Trump and his tiny dick. Number 4, people are weaponizing what it means to experience actual harm when what they're really feeling is discomfort. Number 5, seaweed. Number 6, wanting to touch grass, but also wanting to float away. Number 7, which is better, the Superman movie or the Fantastic Four movie? Number 8, man arrested for sniffing women's butts in public. Again. Please check the 2 options and hit send, all right? You have until the end of the intros. Because I see the results right here. Ooh, it's exciting. I want to know what you want. I want to know what you want. All right, here we go. Are you ready for your first guest? Yes, let's do it. Okay, here we go. My first guest today is the co-creator of The Daily Show and founder of Abortion Access Front. AAF is a reproductive rights nonprofit that travels the country doing comedy and providing aid and comfort to independent clinics in hostile states. I've been to South Dakota with them. That shit was wild. They really needed a laugh. So trust me, they needed it. So please welcome my friend and inspiration, Lizz Winstead. Come sit. Liz.
Yes.
Lizz Winstead.
No.
Lizz Winstead.
Here.
What should we talk about?
I mean, that poutine is trash.
Wow. Poutine is trash. You know what? I think we should talk about that. I agree. Anyone here from Canada?
I have bodyguards because of this feeling.
Tell me why you think poutine is trash.
Look,
Yeah.
if you want gravy on your potatoes, get them mashed. You actually have to understand a fry, enjoy the fry, put salt on the fry, and why do you hate French fries? Why do you want to cut? It's like people who order caramel macchiato, blah, blah. You hate coffee. Calm down. A French fry is the purest form of the potato. Have that. Don't put garbage all over it. That's on you. It's a you problem. That's my take.
Wow.
I'm not
okay.
making friends. I'm not making friends.
Wow.
Is anybody with me on the
Yes.
purity of the fry?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
don't
see-
hate gravy. I don't hate potatoes. I hate gravy on fries.
Got it. There were about 8 brave hands that were raised.
Yeah.
8 brave hands that were raised.
You're acting like Democrats. I'm
Wow.
kind of with you.
Wow. Shots
Baby.
fired. Shots fired.
Strongly worded letter about poutine.
Listen.
I'm gonna write that.
I feel like let's just get it out of the way, okay? We are going to be name calling people, okay? Don't feel personally indicted, okay? We're going to talk about some sensitive political stuff. Just roll with it. We're going to laugh. We're here for laughing and maybe a little crying. A little crying. I cry every single time. Lizz Winstead, I love you so much. Thank you
I
for
love
being
you.
here. And finally, she is a New York Times bestselling author, creator of the viral Chani app, and host.
Yes!
And host of the #1 astrology podcast in the US and Canada. She might have opinions about poutine. The astrology of the week ahead. My dear friend, Chani Nicholas, everyone. Chani Nicholas. Come here.
Yeah, baby!
Hey, 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 hey.
First, I have to say that in this tariffing economy, that you would do a Canadian classic so dirty.
Why?
Like, Canada has had to deal with an onslaught of horrors this year. And then you have to go and start a war with Quebec.
Here's the thing.
Do you know that poutine
Je suis désolé.
like
Je suis désolé,
a
Québec.
Quebecois cuisine? It is like one of the... Like in Canada, you don't even have to like it. You just have to eat it.
And I feel like that's sort of forced birth.
Wow.
I'm also
The equivalency.
I also must say.
Only you can say that.
I
Show them your shirt.
Abortion.
The Abortion Yacht Club.
Yeah. Abortion yacht.
I
Club.
also
We can go to their website and get one after this.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
I also live half the time in Brooklyn, and I was born and raised and live half the time in Minnesota.
I don't think that
so
counts.
I border Canada. So I'm okay with calling. If you can't call your
I just think we
friends
should go to
in,
Canada and then we have
Liz,
this conversation in public.
Liz, did you just, my best friend is black? Us?
with Canada.
With Canada? Did you just say I have a friend who's brown?
No, I said if you can't call your friends in for fucking up potatoes, what kind of friendship is that?
All right,
fucking
we're going to
potatoes
accept this as a loving call-in.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
Chani Nicholas,
Yeah.
what should we talk about?
I think we should talk about the fact that all dating reality shows should exclusively have to be about queer people.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think we should do straight dating shows anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You know what?
We have enough of the content. We have
Yeah.
a lot of archives.
Yeah.
I just feel like, why watch a dating show if it's about straight people?
I think we should talk more about that. Yes,
Okay.
I agree. The straights have had it too good for too long. They've had a very strong platform. I think
They
it's
have
time
had
for
a
them
good
to
time.
step down.
Yeah.
I think we should have not only Queer Ultimatum, but we should have Queer Love Island. Can you imagine?
I don't even know what it is, but I think we should have
I know. You know, we had, like bi representation on the recent Love Island USA. Clap it up if you
Okay.
watch. Okay, can I just tell you, you have to listen to my podcast because I've literally been talking about Love Island USA for the last 3 weeks to nobody. Like, no one is reacting. All of my guests are like, maybe we'll talk about, but I'm like, I insist. And so if you watch Love Island, please go back or at least comment and just be like, I'm here for you, girl. Like, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, yes, I agree. I would love to, I'm the straightest person who wants everything to be gay. Truly. I
And I
really
also
do.
think-
Did you just,
too. Oh,
did you
go
just
ahead.
I live close to Canada?
I did.
Yes.
I did. I am queer adjacent.
But I also feel like straight dating shows are like Kennedy biopics.
Yeah.
What more do we need to know
You
about
know
the
it.
Kennedys?
It's gonna
We
happen.
know nothing. Zero things.
There's
you
only
are
one way.
digging so hard into a fucking Kennedy nugget. We're done. We're
I
done.
just appreciate Liz's analogies. Like you went from like poutine and forced birth to like straight dating to Kennedy
Kennedy.
biopic.
I'm not wrong though. Do you know what I mean? Like every time there's like, oh, it's the Kennedy thing. I'm like, oh.
It's gonna end in death.
Yes.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
That's not
But I
wrong.
love the soul.
Camelot.
I meant of the soul.
Listen,
We're done.
I love the term heterofatalism because it's real and it really captures.
But you prove it wrong.
I mean, for the most part, well, there's still time.
Corey's not listening to us, so it's okay.
He'll be out.
Jenny Yang, what should we talk about?
Californians who claim In-N-Out burgers are the best do not have taste nor personalities. I'm just gonna say it. I am a Californian, and I'm saying that right now. I'm talking about those who ride hard for In-N-Out burgers, okay? Don't cheer too hard. It's just like how New Yorkers say New York is the greatest city of the world. LOL. It's a story you tell yourself to justify how hard it is to live your life, okay? It's just what you know you're playing yourself, all right? In-N-Out has never been my favorite. Opinion reconfirmed when on a recent podcast, Lindsay Snyder, the billionaire In-N-Out heiress, said that her family is moving to Tennessee. That's right. Because, quote, raising a family is not easy here. Quote, doing business is not easy here. Here, as in California, where your headquarters are based and where your business was founded, all right, and where you fucking thrived, all right? Bitch, we made you. We made you, all right? So stop disrespecting us just because personally you can't handle California. We didn't need to hear all that from you on a podcast, all right? Just move away in silence and be rich. Shh, quiet, okay? In-N-Out has always been evangelical Christians who secretly hide Bible verses on their soda cups.
And the French fry box.
What?
Yes,
Did you know this?
Look at the bottom of the French fry.
It says like John
There's
4:14
some
or some
weird
shit.
Bible thing.
Just say, yes, I know, revelation.
That's worse than putting gravy on your fucking fries. By the
Yes,
way,
you're gonna agree.
I will say that.
Just say you got shitty politics and you need Tennessee to give you a Handmaid's Tale embrace, all right? Your fries taste like IKEA furniture. Your food is just kind of cheap, and Californians, we grew up eating your stuff, all right? You imprinted on us, that's all. Like your first love, okay? He sure was shitty, but he was the first guy you gave a blowy to. So he is in your heart forever. End of discussion. No further questions at this time. Thank you. Thank you. No further discussion. No further discussion. That felt good. That felt really good. And as always, on the final mic, heard but not seen, my guy and co-producer of Life, Corey Higgs. Come on out.
Corey,
yeah. Incredible. Corey, yeah, thank you. You have a mic.
are you doing
Say
out
hello. Say hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
everyone.
there we go. Yeah. I insist on
Don't
not...
mind me, Chani. I'm not here.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm going to marry this guy, but I insist on never putting another straight white man on a podcast. So that's why I was like, you're just going to be on audio.
Fair is fair.
Is that all right? Okay. Here we go, guys. Because you don't want to feel like you're losing your mind, and because we long for a better world filled with fun, love, joy, and cool shit, this is What Should We Talk About with Jenny Yang at jennyyang.substack.com. Are you done with your votes? Yes. Okay, good. I'm looking at the results now, okay? Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, everyone is really, Optional, write in your own, okay, this is what I'm gonna read. Here we go. Someone wrote, regarding South Park, specifically the fucked up situation with Paramount. Yeah, that's gonna kind of come up. Yeah, that's gonna kind of come up when we're gonna talk about Colbert. Labubus and the culture of Asian toy trends. Pokemon, Tamagotchi. I'm into that. All right. Like maybe. That's a maybe. How about them police feeling completely comfortable bashing heads of unarmed protesters on camera? Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I feel like, wow, only one for the butt sniffer? A lot of people want to talk about the outrage with Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's do that. Yeah, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about Ghislaine Maxwell meeting
I'm outraged.
with Trump's personal lawyer. Did you clap it up if you heard about that? Okay. All right. Some of you heard about that. We'll add that. And we have time. We'll talk about cute Asian toys, because I don't know why we keep doing this to ourselves. But you know what? It's fine. All right. Moving on. Number one. Here we go. Podcast updates, a.k.a. why are we missing a guest who was on the flyer? Is anyone here because you thought Pooja Tripathi was going to be here? Good. Let's talk. So, first of all, this is before I get to it, this is our first time with a live audience, somewhere in New York, a real swipe some deodorant on the underboob kind of weather. And I am so obsessed with this Nueva York. Thank you for bearing with it. Number two, I tried getting Zoran Mamdani to be a guest. I really did. But I think he's busy. He probably knew I couldn't vote for him. And so, but if you wanted to hear me do a podcast with him, I did do a podcast with him on the same season that I did a podcast episode with you. So in 2022, there was a podcast that I did for MailChimp and Pineapple Street Media. You can look it up right now. It's called Going Through It. And the theme was things we learned from our elders. And so they're about half hour. I actually had Chani as one of my guests. And Zoran Mamdani was one of my guests. And he tells this really great story about him in his college years and how his dad really parented him and his uncle. So check that out. And we'll link it when this episode comes out. Now, why is Pooja Tripathi not here? Do any of you follow BK Coffee Shop? I do. They're really funny. I'm gonna tell you why, because at 1:23 today, she canceled on me. I know, and this is the text, and I'm only saying this only 10% to like give her shit, but even though she's not here, but I really want to talk about it because this is the reason why. She's like, hey, this is Pooja. I'm so sorry to do this last minute, but I've realized I need to back out tonight's podcast. I didn't realize how political the podcast is. And I've never done a podcast before, so I'm worried about my first one being in a space that I'm less comfortable in, especially since it's taped live. I really do appreciate the invite, though. And I hope this doesn't cause too much trouble. I'm really sorry again. I hope it goes really well tonight. Then I said, I'm just disappointed I didn't know this earlier because I assumed you looked at my content prior to saying yes and now, like a month ago. And I need to rewrite the entire script. Is there any way I can change your mind? This is extremely last minute. Then I called her because I was like, yeah, I'm not going to wait for her text. I reassured her a lot of different things that reassure people if they're, worried about talking about like political things. She asked for more time to think. Then at 2:08, she texted, hey, so I thought about it a little more, and I do think I should sit this one out. Again, I'm really sorry about this. It's completely on me for not researching more, but I just don't feel comfortable. So I just said, okay. Now, I'm reading this to you, only 10% to put her on blast, but it's kind of a bummer because I feel like this goes to a general atmospheric thing we're dealing with right now of people not feeling comfortable talking about politics. And it bums me out because her work is so satirical and sharp, on BK Coffee Shop, kind of skewering a lot of like whatever Brooklyn nights, and cultural things and political things. And it's very satirical. And I was like, oh, maybe she has something to say because she certainly has something to say in her sketches. And so I don't know, I feel like a disappointed auntie, where I'm just like, why are we not just letting ourselves be and like leaning into the discomfort of it? All this stuff I'm talking about, I'm not comfortable with. It's not like getting a massage. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, but I just kind of feel like, I was trying to tell Chani that backstage that like, I feel like I'm trying to hold two things at once. On the one hand, I want to be like, oh my God, we are in this wild moment. Everything is on the table. We gotta just show the fuck up fully. Shit is intense. What are we gonna do? And also hold, and nothing should hold you back. And then also hold at the same time, I know you're scared, just come with me. I'm trying to hold both. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I might cry about it. It just really
You're an
upsets me.
organizer.
Yes.
You're an organizer at heart. You're an activist
Yes.
and an organizer. Those are your roots. That's where you come from. You understand the value of being in community. You understand that for us to be in community, we have to be with a lot of different types of people, us included.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be perfect, and
Right.
it's never going to be 1,000% aligned, and we're going to annoy each other and mess up. And still, we are in a moment where, I don't even understand political because every single thing we do is political.
Yeah.
Everything, where we buy anything, where we go, who we go with, how we dress, what we do.
Yeah.
So either you don't say anything and you die a silent death under the grip of fascism, or we do everything we can in this moment to push something else open.
And I would also just like to add that in this time when, we wake up bombarded with shit we can't control.
Yeah.
And we go to bed bombarded with shit we can't control. When somebody gives you the opportunity months in advance to plan
One
and
month.
think. One month.
Weeks.
That's years, right?
I was a little last minute. I was a little
I don't
last
know who I
minute.
was a month ago.
Look, you called me yesterday. Fuck that, right? So I feel like to be given the opportunity to look at things with a month, which is like 5 years in the times we live in, and to not look at it until now, and to make that decision that it's whatever your discomfort is.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have been helpful for some people in this room who are also feeling that.
And I told her that.
So making it about you, to me, is garbage. Instead of saying, I might have something to offer because of the fear that I bring, it might be helpful.
I told her that, but that didn't reassure her enough. So I was it also hits on this really old wound of mine that's like, you're too political.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Why do you have to be so political? Why do you
Always.
have to always think everything is about politics? All of that criticism, And so that's why it bummed me out so much. You know? Because I literally said, you don't have to know everything. You can just ask questions. You can just react to what we're talking about. I'm not going to go around and be like, what do you think about starving children in Gaza? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that to you. That's not who I am. You know? Like, I had Maria Bamford on, comedy legend, one of my inspirations, you know? And she was like, she literally physically talks like a shaking cat, okay? So she's just anxious and afraid sounding all the time, okay? And then she was just straight up like, I'm talking about ICE with her. It was just me and her, you know, ICE raids and all this stuff. And she was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm a white lady. What should I do? I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. You know? And that's fine.
She went and got training.
She went and got training.
Out there putting her fucking privilege on the line.
I sent her a link. She followed up on the link and she went and then tagged me in a photo of her and friends showing. So do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I think it's all part of the kind of culture that's been created in terms of like us. You know, you can be like chronically online in one way if it's not going to offend the people that you care about offending, and then we haven't built the muscle. Obviously, COVID did a lot of damage, but we haven't like built the personal muscle of societal rejection and conflict.
Yes.
And that you can, like, we see everybody being like whatever, hated online or torn down.
Yeah.
And I think it does something if you don't have the other piece, which is like, okay, fuck it, hate me. Like, I don't care. This is what I believe.
Poutine is trash, and then just sitting with it.
Yeah.
Also, like, I often say to people, there's a level of narcissism in thinking about that people care. And I always say to people, if someone is not feeding you, fucking you, or paying you, their fucking opinion should be way low. Yeah. Just move that shit down.
Yeah. No.
And then stand in the rest of it. Like, you know, like, have feelings about it. You're not special. Right. People hate babies and chocolate. They're going to hate you. There's people who do not like you. Yeah.
And you're supposed to get things wrong in public.
Yeah.
It's part of being a human.
Yeah, growing a thicker skin is not fun.
No.
And
But we don't live in communities, so we don't know how, it's not modeled for us.
Yeah,
and we're not like,
you're right.
We're not taught, we don't have like most of us don't have an older auntie or grandma or maybe good girl, don't do that. Like, come with me, let's do this thing. Yeah, like, and we need to be that for each other. So I think that the way that you extended yourself to her was a very sisterly kind of thing.
I tried,
offering.
guys.
But also we can say on this recording, like, Pooja, come back.
Seriously.
Have a conversation. We would jump on Zoom with you and have like an extension of this conversation with you in the room.
Offline, too. Yeah. I mean, at least with me. I'm not going to offer the two of you on a Zoom.
Please don't. But I think that the door, like, you can be pissed and then also the door can also be open.
Yeah.
It's like we can continue this conversation. You're not in the room right now.
Yeah.
But you refuse to be in the room. So then there was this space, but you can come back. And no one's going to attack you.
Yeah.
Actually, we just want to process it. We are so lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are so mostly like feeling, where do I put all of this?
Yes.
We're not meant to take in all of the horrors that we do every day
alone.
alone.
You know where we put
get
it
together.
You know where we put it in?
In this podcast.
Astrology. Let's be honest.
Fuck those planets.
I mean, do and many of you not channel your emotions into astrology?
I mean, constantly.
Into your Chani app? I mean, let's go.
I'm literally Leo Taurus, which means I have to be the center of attention.
Rising.
I hate leaving my apartment.
The narcissist accusation.
Your career is everything.
Yes.
The public stuff is so big for you.
But I hate leaving my house.
Because you're such a Taurus.
Yes. So it's like, what's even happening? COVID was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my God.
That's the Lizzo signature.
Oh.
Lizzo has I've done her chart publicly a couple of times with her, so she's agreed to it. But she has Leo rising and Taurus sun in the 10th house, so it's like so much career, but she hates leaving her house too. I mean, she goes, but she loves being at home.
Yeah.
So it's very.
And I'm a Scorpio, and I don't do astrology, so I've literally had Chani just talk me through it because I believe that Scorpios are attacked all the time, and.
But I said one of the main signatures of your chart was, do you remember?
No.
That you were cunty.
Oh.
Is there a constellation?
Yes, no, you're right.
Are you cunt rising?
Jenny, well, yeah.
Because I'm really into that. That's the thing. In fact, I want those shirts. Cunt rising. Who wouldn't wear that? Oh my God.
I've been stepping into it. No, I've been stepping into it. I think when I was younger, I was so desperate to be liked that I didn't want to come off as cunty. But now it's like, yes, why not?
Do you want me to tell them why I said that?
Oh, why? Yeah.
Because Jenny has this really special condition. It's called a Venus Kazemi. So she was born when Venus and the Sun were exactly conjunct.
I have a lot of Venus. Yeah.
It's in Scorpio. So Venus is in its detriment or in its exile in Scorpio. And Venus is the planet of please like me, let's get together, let's make art, let's do things that are fabulous and pleasurable. And I want to be in connection with a lot of people. So that is true. But it's in Scorpio, so you do it in a way that's very contrarian. Oh. And that's where I got the cunty from.
Got it. I didn't know this.
Also Scorpio. Okay. But you are like a Venusian person. Which means, yes, exactly. You're an artist.
Okay.
But also Venus is a planet of justice.
I love it.
So you're an
Venusian.
artist. You're an artist and you're pretty political. You're an activist. You're an artist and an activist. And those are two of Venus's main things. And so that is connected to your identity. But in a Scorpio way. So it's deep and cathartic and you cry on stage.
I do.
Yeah.
0 days since.
Yeah. I have that little sign every time. Listen, I started out as a performance poet.
Oh, see?
Brag. So I was used to either making people laugh or making them cry. So I just kind of feel like this is just who I am. Yeah. It's just who I am.
Let it go.
Venusian. Okay. Thank you. I just had to get that off my chest, you know? Podcast update over. Number 2. That's only number 1, y'all. Let's get to number 2. Here we go. Number 2, Colbert got fired. And silencing political comics is not new. This was suggested by our very own Lizz Winstead. I was going to suggest it too. But Liz, you just yesterday had a piece for Rolling Stone that was published called I Worked with Stephen Colbert. Here's why his cancellation should scare you. I do not pay for Rolling Stone. It was paywalled. Please tell me.
Same.
Can you please tell
Summarize.
me what you wrote?
That was really brilliant.
No, but I'll give you my password.
Okay, yes.
So basically, the gist of the article is, you know, we all have our suspicions, and mine is I'm 100% probably aligned with all of you that this was not about Stephen Colbert being too expensive. This was about Stephen Colbert being too powerful, quite frankly. Yeah. And so I go into it. I love Stephen Colbert. I created The Daily Show. I hired him there. I was a very lucky person to work with him. But the truth is, for all of us that have been doing comedy that has been political for a lot of years, trying to find a stage to do that, trying to find people who would help promote us do that, it has been an exhaustive thing. And a lot of people who could have been in a massive cadre alongside all of these people with different voices, speaking to different people, coming from different places, bringing their own lived experiences so that we had a universe of people. Mm-hmm. 90% of those people were silenced. I mean, isn't it interesting that W. Kamau Bell and that Larry Wilmore and that Michelle Wolf and that Sam B were all canceled because of finances? Yeah. Right? So it's startling that powerful white guy is now feeling the wrath. And then the second part I touch on is the solidarity of other late night hosts was great, but that was also bringing perspective into perspective, right? When you see 8 powerful white guys who don't have any risk of wondering how they're going to put food on their table if they speak up, should be doing it always, and for the people who, when they're doing the work to really bring the stories of communities who aren't represented, those people should be speaking up for women and queer folks and black and brown folks and all of us, right? Yeah. And so my article was kind of about that, but also that Jenny, me, so many of us, I have nothing to lose because they've given me nothing. And that actually makes me more powerful than all of it. So
Wait, I really felt that.
it's true. Anything I have is because I decided to create the platform for with which I did it.
Yes.
That is the only way I have a career. There was no Daily Show, and I made it, and for some fucking reason, they bought it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, I don't know if we want you to talk about abortion. So I was like, bye.
Yeah.
And then I launched a comedy abortion activism joint
Yeah.
so that we could talk about it in the way that it needs to be talked about, centering the people who are the most affected by those bans and using humor. People are like, how can you be funny about anything? I'm like, you've never been through oppression, have you? It's how we fucking survive. Never ask that again.
You know what? Thank you, Liz. I mean, you're such a longtime warrior in this space, and that's why I look up to you so much. And, you know, I have to say, like, you know, I'm an immigrant from Taiwan. It was just my 2 older brothers and my mom and dad. I didn't really have a lot of fellow Taiwanese in community with us. And so someone like you, you're like the auntie that I never had. And so you educated me so much as a comedian about the kind of activism that you did and that was happening with abortion rights. Because I know abortion rights and reproductive justice abstractly, right, in history books. But I will always remember this one detail you told me about how, you know, when we went to those abortion clinics, whether it's in the middle of Missouri,
We were in Indiana and South
or
Dakota.
Indiana,
We went
South
everywhere. Yeah, we
Dakota,
went to real bad places.
that they had histories of dealing with very violent and sometimes covertly violent anti-abortion protesters, some of whom would literally try to line the sidewalks with their signs and put nails in between their fingers so that as women were trying to walk to get abortions, they would
Happened
get
to me.
scraped up.
Yeah. Then they would disappear into the shadows, right? So what would happen was it was before there was any law, and we would link arms, and they would walk by with a nail. They'd either have it slightly sticking out of their sign on the bottom, or they'd have it in their hands. And they would walk by and then scrape your legs, and you would break, and then they would occupy the space.
Yeah.
And then break into the clinic, and then terrorize the patients and the people.
But standing up against nails against your skin, that's cunty.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, and that's why, like, when I think about cuntiness, it's power, you know, and how powerful you were to have lived through that. And so, now I'm gonna cry because I'm looking at your eyes. No, but you're so powerful. You're so powerful, and you like saw through all of it. And like, for us to have this conversation right now about this moment, about like being too political, quote unquote, finding your own platform. And like, that's why I created this fucking podcast. Because I'm like, I can't deal with Hollywood gatekeepers. I was luckily employed by Hollywood for a pretty long time until last year. One of whom gave me a really nice deal to develop a show, and it was Paramount. And I just said, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen again. I don't know if I want it to happen again. I don't know, at least not with Paramount. You know? And so that's why I started this, and for the first time try to monetize my paid subscriptions, you know, and be like, hey followers, like support me. I want to stay independent, you know? So anyway, I just appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate this and you and platforming people like us who are outside of the box, and like, we can't make a difference if somebody who does not have a clue is telling us what they think is important.
Yeah.
I just think that like those stories of like what you've done and like where you've been, it's like we're so lacking in relationships. So many of us,
by the way.
No, not dead.
Still alive.
Still alive.
But I feel like so many people, we become so neutralized, or like we become so, there's like this lack of ability to understand that everything that's good that we can get out of life is fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's,
people
that's
have
part of it.
People have accepted violence, had died for it.
Yeah.
That's what's messed up. Things that we take for granted, other people literally had to fight
Literally.
tooth and nail.
Or worse than died.
Or
We're
worse than
tortured.
Yes.
We're depraved. We're like locked up. We're forgotten about. We're
Yeah.
everything.
Totally.
And
yeah.
But can I bring it back? So here's what I want
To
to say.
fight. Be funny.
No, not even, yes, funny for sure. But within the course of all of this, and we've talked about some really, really heavy shit.
Yeah.
There is joy in knowing that those people have zero values. And when you come together and fight against them and you bring joy
Yeah.
and you use humor, it is how we do it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like not just dark, fucked up, horrible white supremacists who literally are in the anti-abortion movement, it's the foundation,
Right.
Yeah.
right, of
Right.
all of this,
Yes.
right?
White
Patriarchy,
supremacy.
all
Yes.
of it, right?
Yeah.
And so knowing that, and it goes back to what you said, like, if you decide to just take it and go down with it, then you will not experience joy. If you decide to bring the people that you love, and that is vitally important because every moment you do that, you remember why you're there.
That's
Ooh.
right.
I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And when you have that, then you go out, and those people, they are still scary, but you have each other.
Yeah.
And you did something.
Yeah.
Right.
You showed another side. And it really is joyful.
It is.
You fucking want to do
Because
it
you
again.
belong to other people.
Yes.
You know, when you did
Yes.
the "I belong to you" and "I belong to you" thing, it reminded me of improv groups
Oh God.
where they say to each other, I got your back," right before they go on stage. Sorry, this is a very insider comedy thing.
Oh dear, I don't do that.
Can you imagine if all the improv groups of the country just stepped up? You know what I mean? That'd be great. That'd be great. Togetherness. I just to wrap up this topic, I do.
What was this topic?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Colbert.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Colbert.
So
Wow,
just so
okay.
you know, I do.
But he is going out with a fight. it
He
feels like.
is. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He don't got
They like
anything to
tear
lose.
it all down.
Yeah.
Along the way.
I
Like-
subscribe to the Ankler, which is also on Substack. It's like the new Hollywood type of reporting, trade reporting, and they had a paid article where they like supposedly got insider information about the Paramount firing, and this is what they said. They said that apparently, timing-wise, because you know how we are all so suspicious. 3 months after he criticized Trump, right? He announced his firing. So in this Ankler article, which I will link. They said how apparently like a few weeks before Colbert was told, you know this?
His manager
knew.
and told him.
No. But supposedly the manager did not tell Colbert because Colbert was on vacation.
I do not believe that his manager would not tell him.
Okay, so that's what.
I believe his manager knew. James Dixon. I believe that.
Okay, so according to the Ankler,
Oh,
but it doesn't matter.
so we're
what
calling
the
bullshit.
Someone's calling bullshit. But the whole point of I don't want to quibble with the timing.
Bullshit on what?
Just bullshit because everyone was like, "Oh, Trump's so thin-skinned. He heard Colbert talk shit about him about his settlement." Right? That was the thing, right? That like Colbert said something about Trump's settlement,
About the Paramount paying
paying out,
paying 60 Minutes.
and then 3 days later, right? supposedly
That he had been fired
Colbert.
weeks
Yeah,
before.
Colbert heard 2 days later that he'd been fired. Right? So because of that, it's like, but it doesn't take away from the fact of I believe what happened is the whole like do not comply in advance.
Yeah.
Because this is we know what the atmosphere that we're in, and Paramount complying in advance,
Yeah.
right? Being like, oh, we'll just take this off the table. So
It makes more sense that Paramount told Colbert's manager, knowing Colbert was going to be on break, right?
Yeah.
So that so they could prepare for when Stephen came back to say what Stephen was going to say.
all right, we
my thoughts.
we got a lot to get through, so hopefully you feel somewhat satisfied with that. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for getting us behind the Rolling Stone paywall.
Here to help. I could have read down a dramatic reading of the article.
That would have been amazing.
Can you
I'll
imagine?
do that. I'll do that for Jenny's sub, and you're like, if
Paid
you want to do
subscribers.
extra,
Just for the paid subscribers. Here we go. This is
must be
actually
really
connected.
cunty.
This is connected. This is
Okay,
connected to what we
connecting,
just talked about. Number 3, leftists get depressed when they don't engage in political actions or organizing of any kind. We kind of hit on this. Apparently, there's a video from a sociologist, Sarah Stein Lubrano, that Chani brought to my
My
attention.
friend Aaron forwarded it.
Oh, okay, great. And so this sociologist, thank you, Aaron. So this sociologist in this video says that sociology research shows that left-wing people, very broadly defined, are more depressed than right-wing people.
Worldwide.
In general, worldwide. This is just a fact. And, they consume more news. They're more unhappy with the state of the world. But guess what? Left-wing people become happier when they take action.
Who knew?
It's exactly what we were talking about earlier. I got your back. I got your back. I got your back.
But my wife and I talk about this all the time because she is an activist. She
Yeah.
runs an organization called Free From. It works at the nexus of gender-based violence and financial, economic security, insecurity, justice. And as you may have heard, we're not allowed to fund women's work anymore or anything to do with gender.
Right.
So, the movement is really severely in peril and in a little, some free fall for sure. If anybody's relied on federal funding, as I'm sure you know, it's like tough times, and it's demanding that everybody redo and be very nimble and very, yeah. So, but we talk about this in light of all of that, and in light of everything that we have been through and been through and been through, we always talk about the fact that the movement leaders that we know, while they may be burnt out, while they may need a break, while they might, need a lot of stuff, they're not the ones that come to our table depressed because they're in the fucking work every day.
Yeah.
And so being in the work all the time, however you can be in the work, is not only going to do everything it can to save whatever we can, but it will save your entire being, I think.
Yeah.
And can I add to that?
Of course.
My nonprofit that we just briefly touched on, and I'll just give you what we do. So it's called Abortion Access Front. And what we do is this very thing, right? Because we are asked to march, we are asked to give money. And so few organizations have made space to say to volunteers, we want to create heart-to-heart things that you can do so that you are actually understanding how you are helping people. So for example, we make aftercare packages for abortion patients. A lot of people will travel for abortion and they can only raise enough money to go by themselves, right? And so when they leave a clinic, they take something with them that's not just Plan B and Advil, it's also chocolates and fuzzy socks and things that say, you deserve indulgence, you deserve something that just calms you, and we see your humanity, right? And so when you get together with friends and create those packages and deliver them to those clinics, the feeling that somebody gets that someone cared for them enough to send them back home with something that recognizes their humanity, it's huge. And there's just not enough of that because we're told always, make sure voting and blah, blah, and all that's important.
Yeah.
But what happens between the time you get to cast that vote and what you do with everything you've learned? And I would just, say to people like when they're like, my immigration's my issue, I'm like, find churches that are sanctuary city for immigrants and make a single pot dish for them to make sure that folks can eat. Like there are things you can do.
Concrete little things.
But do them because you are literally making a difference to somebody who is experiencing the most harm.
Let's
And
go
also
honor our
yourself.
humanity.
Yeah.
Let's honor our humanity.
100.
Nueva York. Okay, thank you. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, we're moving.
Yeah, I love this. Number 4, a woman was denied this was on my list. You brought this up. A woman was denied prenatal care because she is not married. Y'all, there's a law in Tennessee that allows doctors to deny health care to patients if their lifestyle is inconsistent with their values. And that is so broadly
With
defined.
whose values?
Of the provider. So if you're a doctor or a nurse on a personal level, on an administrative level, and you're like, I don't like you. You could be like, I don't want to give you prenatal care. It's so fucked up. This is happening in Tennessee. You know what? Lindsay of In-N-Out, fucking enjoy. Fucking enjoy.
Yeah, no one's going in or out in Tennessee.
There's so many double meanings to that. It's what this is where we're at?
Yes. This is where we're at.
You know when the line keeps moving and you're like, no. And then, wait, what? Like, it just keeps happening. And then this happened. I was like, wait, what? Like, I can't believe I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm still low-key shocked. Like, You know what I'm saying?
But we should
Am
be,
I
right?
alone? Like, this is like, where you're like, wait, this is a thing? You could just do this thing?
Toni Morrison reminded us to not lose our ability to be upset and shocked at the things that happen.
Right. Thank you, Toni.
So it is
you,
what's
Ms.
happening, and it's what state legislatures have gotten scarier and scarier, and it's the move towards the legislating the humanity of people with uteruses, right? And it's literally saying, as we watched a woman in Georgia, a black woman denied care, herself a nurse, herself a nurse. People not taking her seriously with what happened.
Yeah.
She goes into a coma, becomes brain dead. She's 9 weeks pregnant, and the state of Georgia hooks her up to a machine so she can gestate her pregnancy while dead.
Yeah.
So the march is to literally turn us into nothing more than vessels.
Yeah.
And it's on us at this point. If that's not going to get you into the streets, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
This is why we need entirely queer dating shows.
That's right. Thank you. Bring it back.
To remember an alternate universe is possible and is already here.
And that's why Stop Saying In and Out is the best burger.
That's right. And in Tennessee,
called a
they
callback.
force gravy on French fries.
Yeah.
You cannot eat a French fry without gravy.
Okay, good. And
Yeah.
cheese curds.
I don't know what
love a
else.
cheese
I
curd.
mean, here's my main thing with poutine.
It's not poutine without the cheese curd.
Yes.
But the cheese curd alone is a different situation.
But listen, come back to me. Come back
it's
to
a
me,
fry.
Liz.
Okay.
Liz,
Okay.
come back to me.
Okay,
Liz,
okay,
come back
okay.
to me.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm back here.
My
I'm
main
back.
quibble.
Yes.
I love a
I
gravy.
hate cheese curds.
I love a
Just
sauce.
No.
Is it the
disgusting.
squeaking on the? Is it the
Nothing
squeaking on the
should
teeth?
squeak
The
in your
squeaking on
mouth.
the teeth?
Horrible.
We're having words, Chani.
I know. Corey's from Wisconsin. The squeaky cheese is their thing.
Okay.
You know, Minnesota, Midwest. I get it. I'm just
It's
saying.
equal offending.
My main thing with poutine is the fact that they don't melt the cheese. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Right?
Yeah.
Like, I love me a little saucy, cheesy sitch, a little gravy, a little chili
Fat on fat.
on top of fries.
Yeah.
It's the plopping down just cold nuggets of mozzarella. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, you're
I think it's supposed to
phoning
be
in
cheddar.
hate.
All right, we're going back. Let's
Okay.
keep it going. I love you, Canadians. Canadians, wherever you are. Thank you. I love you. I love you,
welcome.
Chani. I love you, Chani. Audience pick number 1. You all pretty much almost resoundingly voted for why is there not more outrage about Trump's personal lawyer talking to Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer, right? Or did they talk to Ghislaine?
No, I talked to Ghislaine. And
Directly?
Her lawyer.
Oh,
Both.
her lawyer. Okay.
9
Both.
hours.
And why are we not talking to the children who were raped, who have said they want to tell their stories? You brought this to our attention, and the people want to hear
This
it.
is the threesome none of us wanted. It's
Right.
Oh, God.
So,
Trump's lawyer.
I mean,
Ugh.
the thing that is
Never do that, Corey. I don't ever want to visualize anyone in the Trump administration doing things to each other.
not
Except
even
if it's on the
Elon
South Park
Stephen
thing.
Miller and his wife.
Oh, no.
You could call it a throw-upple.
This is, can I tell you?
Thank you. I'll be here all week.